Silent Hill F is haunting, it's beautiful, it's scary, and honestly it's one of the more interesting horror games that I've played in recent years. I liked it a lot as a game, but as a Silent Hill game, I feel like it kind of missed the mark, and I really want to talk about why. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at mrvilla.gg for more content. Let's start with what Silent Hill F does right. The setting. Silent Hill F takes place in the 1960s in this fictional rural town in Japan. And the design of the town is just stunning, right? You've got the Silent Hill staples, so tight, suffocating alleyways, that iconic fog that just never lifts. But you mix that with Japanese folklore and mythology, and I think the result is a town that feels terrifying, alive, and full of secrets. It's a pretty interesting twist. I think like the best Silent Hill games, the town isn't just a backdrop, it's a character in the story, and I feel like Silent Hill F really does nail that. Next up, I want to talk about the characters. I don't think any of them felt like background NPCs. I think all the characters have motives, mysteries, and flaws that really tie into the story, and leading all of this is Hinako. And I've got to say, Susie Young deserves her flowers. Her performance as Hinako, this girl descending into madness, battling her fears and splitting apart under pressure, it's raw, it's emotional, and it's really one of the best things about Silent Hill F for me. Hinako's family also plays a massive role in her breakdown. Her parents are cold, controlling, and at the start of the game we realize that, they're forcing her into an arranged marriage. They're also constantly comparing Hinako to her older sister, Junko, the golden child. And Junko, she's complicated. On the surface, she's a guide, almost like a compass for Hinako. But just like their parents, Junko manipulates Hinako with guilt tactics like, I did this, you're expected to do this as well if you want to be good. It's a dynamic that feels painfully real. I think most of us know what it's like to be pressured by family into doing things we don't want, all because that's what's expected. And then we've got Hinako's friends. We're gonna start with Shu. Shu is Hinako's childhood friend. He's indecisive, in my opinion selfish, and he's part of this messy love triangle, right? So he has feelings for Hinako that are left unspoken. Rinko is obsessed with Shu, and he doesn't really do anything to pursue that or dissuade it, and it kind of creates a lot of problems. This lack of resolve, it just adds to the confusion, especially for Hinako. Now Rinko, we find her diary entries throughout the village, throughout the story, and we find out she secretly hates Hinako. Her jealousy and obsession with Shu pushes her into violence, literally pushing Hinako down a flight of stairs. She consistently belittles Hinako, she mocks her, and it's pretty apparent she just wants Hinako out of the way. And Shu is there, and he just doesn't do much to stop it. It's brutal, and I think it perfectly ties into Hinako's lack of control in her own life. And finally, Kotoyuki, or Fox Mask. Whether he's literal or metaphorical, He represents temptation in my opinion. He gives Hinako purpose and strength, but throughout the story we see that he's also actively manipulating her to perform the rituals for the fox wedding. I think he definitely embodies this theme of Hinako being a puppet, just pulled along by others rather than living with free will. The monster design is peak Silent Hill. It's raw, it's grotesque, it's symbolic. Dolls reflect Hinako's lack of agency, being a puppet to her family. Her parents are seen as very grotesque, and we also see Hinako's resentment of motherhood being reduced to a role that she doesn't want. Even the faceless bride imagery, it's mutilated, identity stripped, and I feel like it's horror at its best. The monsters in F are terrifying, and they say just as much about Hinako as her family and friends do. The sound design is fantastic. The game knows when to crack up the tension and when to let the silence breathe. And the music, it's Akira Yamaoka. I mean, do I even have to say anything? Like, dude, just listen to this. It's haunting, it's beautiful, it's unforgettable. Now let's talk endings, because Silent Hill games live or die by their endings. The first one everyone's gonna get is Coming Home to Roost. It's essentially Hinako massacring everyone at her wedding because she was drugged by Shu. It really feeds the theme of being robbed of choice, running away from reality, but also the people in your life and their selfish actions driving your life. It's a pretty sad, grim ending. And then we've got the Fox wedding ending, where Hinako just resigns herself to becoming Kotayuki's bride, but then we see her younger self is still screaming in despair. It's Hinako trapped, still unresolved, still broken. Then we've got one where she runs away with Shu, just keeping the status quo, avoiding growth. I don't really like that ending that much. And then finally we have the secret good ending, where her two psyches finally find balance. I think it's hopeful, but it's also balls to the wall wild. I mean, you have three deities just battling it out for control of Hinako. It's insane, but that's Silent Hill for you. And then we've got the UFO ending, because Silent Hill. So, a lot of positives. Again, I genuinely enjoyed Silent Hill F, but here's the problem. As a Silent Hill game, it didn't feel quite right. You know, Silent Hill is supposed to be about psychological horror, monsters as a reflection of guilt, trauma, and fear. And in F, you know, the combat sometimes also felt a little too action heavy, like a Souls-light game. I mean, you know, Hinako kicked ass, and it rarely felt vulnerable, which I feel like undercuts that tension and dread that Silent Hill is known for. And the endings, while they were interesting, they felt a little flat compared to some of the series' other, you know, twists. And this is where I feel like Silent Hill F missed its Pyramid Head moment, right? That twist that really punches you in the gut. There's a moment in the game where Hinako completely breaks down, questioning if she's even herself. Now we know that moment sets up this game's twist about her split psyche, and actually being two different split separate Hinakos rather than just the one character we think we're playing as. But I think it could have gone even darker. Throughout the town, we see hints or breadcrumbs pointing in another direction. We have missing posters, including one with Hinako's name on it. There's folklore about girls drowning, and parents comforting themselves by saying their daughters were taken by the fox spirit. And then we've also got Rinko's diary, which is just filled with jealousy of Hinako, obsession over Shu, and just this really strong hatred. And we even see Rinko push Hinako down the stairs. There are also mentions of girls being found drowned miles away from home. If you put it together, I feel like it would have made sense if Hinako was already dead. Now imagine if the twist revealed was this whole time we were never really playing as Hinako. We were playing as Rinko, who, in her jealousy and obsession with Shu, drowned or killed Hinako and later murdered Shu when he rejected her. Sillent Hill would then have become her personal hell, forcing her to live out the torment she caused Hinako and confront the crimes that she committed. That would have been this game's Pyramid Head moment. And I think that kind of devastating twist is what makes Sillent Hill unforgettable to me. So that's my take on Sillent Hill F. As a horror game, I loved it. Beautiful settings, incredible performances, terrifying monsters, and unforgettable music. But as a Sillent Hill game, it felt like it missed the mark. But I want to hear from you. What did you think of Sillent Hill F? Did it capture what you love about the series, or did it feel like something else entirely? Let me know down in the comments. If you want me to cover other games or give my thoughts on more stories like this one, let me know. I'd love to keep the conversation going.